Good morning, Alvin Olsen again. Well, this morning I'm off for a ride up to the Coromandel, so I'm just making sure that this is all functioning properly, that my gear is all present and correct, that my wounds are all covered. Okay, so I've set everything up. I'll take my little bike outside here in the fresh air before I kick her up. So I got my GPS here, that's hooked up here. Let's put that on. Turn the key on. She's gonna go. A GoPro sitting there, so just look back, it's on widescreen to give us a good perspective looking back. In here I got a bit of camera gear, a bit of food, some drinks. In this one I got my safety gear. In here's a compressor and tyre changing gear to get me out of any predicament. I got more stuff in here. I just forget what's in here. In here's my my safety band-aids and things like that if I get a burn or whatever. This here records my trip, how far I've gone and where I've gone and all that sort of thing. So my plan is to head up to the head up and towards the Coromandel way there. I should think this ride will take about an hour, and I bet I can condense it down. Whoops, wrong glove on the wrong hand. I bet I can condense it down to about 10 minutes. Bit of heavy traffic both in and out of Tauranga today. Anyway, I'm not in a hurry. I'm just going to get home safely. That's my trick. This is the Whiritoa River. Must go up that in the jet ski. You can only go 5 knots going up the river for a fair way, and then you can get her up on the plane. So I've got my e-perp down here. That's one I have with me whenever I go out on the boat as well, but it just transfers to the boat. If I do have a terrible bloody crash, well then I can press that there and get some help, especially if I'm down over the bank there and no one can find me. Anyway, I'll shut you down until we get up the road. So we're coming into a place called Wahi Beach. This is about how many kilometres north of here? We're 51 k's up from Tauranga on the northern end of the big estuary there. The Makatu Island separates us. Why I'm coming here is there's a place out on the end of the peninsula that's a special place to have a look at. So this is the domain on the end, but this was a big par site in years gone by, all around these hills here. Tauranga's out and around and way up there about 50 k's. I've often come down here on my jet ski and had a break here, but the tide roars out around this point. Can you see the striations on the hill there? That's where the par site was there, or one of the par sites anyway. And just around that corner and out to sea is the Bowentown bar, which is quite notorious. Let's go up to the camper van up there and we'll see what the view is like from up. Well, I took the wrong road there. This one here takes us down to the boat launching place here. This is the road I really wanted. Take us up the top. Tauranga's back over that way. Way down there, that island I can just see is Motiti or Flat Island, and around here is Mere Island. We'll get a story out of this bloke.
Hey.
Good morning.
How you doing?
So this is the Motorhome and Caravan Association's car park here. And Wahi Beach is down there. So my plan now is to ride through those hills and try and get up this other side on the back roads. Let's go and do that. Sometimes you can't get the camera to go through these gloves, so your fingers on through the gloves is not as sensitive on the switch. But anyway, I've turned off and gone up a place called Trig Road North, and that should take me high, because the Trig is up on the top of the hill. Let's see what happens. Into spring now, all the dairy cows have well and truly calved, and we're into full season with the dairy units. I see a few lambs that haven't been tailed and earmarked yet. They're running around. That's a process on a farm that takes place generally within the first month of the lamb being born. The bloke I met there at Bowen Point there, he's from the BMW club over in Hamilton. And he was telling me about the BMW club throughout New Zealand. They've got a rally riding from Bluff, that's the southernmost point of New Zealand, up to Cape Reinga, way up the north. And so they hand the baton on to each club as they go north, and that club's responsible for photographing and getting some memories of the journey from north to south and putting that on the Facebook page. So I'll have a look at that and see if I can find the link for you to tell you what that's all about. But he was a friendly dude. He gave me a card to acknowledge his name, and as you can see on my thing here, I have my name on my jacket there, and he was using first name basis, and I wonder how the hell he knew me. But there you go, that's because I got my name on the jacket here. Well, it's becoming the road less travelled up here. We've got a mob of Jersey cows up on the hill here. Another mob over the back. The grass is in full flush at the present time. I'm expecting to see quite a bit of silage being made in the next month or so. In New Zealand we have stands of Pinus radiata there. These ones here are getting close to maturity. They'll be about 18 to 20 years old, and they're best if they go through to about 27 years old. Get out, COVID. Anything coming up here, anything coming down there. So this is the main road now, further north up to the Coromandel. I've cut through those hills as I anticipated. See, those ones there, this big one's on the edge, they're often bigger because they get access to the light, but in further they're skinny little buggers. They're only 20 years old and they are pruned up. There'll be good prune butts in them, but if they let them go a few more years yet, they'll get much more meat out of them when they cut them up. I'm looking for a road to the right so I can go out to the beach here. What's this one here? Maybe that's it. No, there's a gate there, so we can't do that. A lookout 300 metres on the left. I wonder what we're going to look out on. Let's have a quick squizzo. Looking down the valley, that's what. Well, let's ride down the valley, we'll see it better. I'll hop into 4th gear. That way I've got power for speed for the corners as well. Oh, this bloke just let me pass, now I'm behind him again. Chopper down a gear. We might get a chance on a little straight to go zip straight past him. Okay, so we're coming down into a place called Whiritoa, and that's about as far as I think I'll go. But I'll go out to the beach here and we'll have a quick squiz. Whiritoa. Bit of indication on, bit of brake. No one behind me, round we go. So we've got 71 kilometres to do to get home. Let's see if we can do that safely. So I'm in Wahi now, just heading up to have a look at this big hole in the ground here. An open cast gold mine. I think I have to walk away up there to get a view of the pit.
At the roundabout, take the first exit to Miller Street.
Oh well, we're back in Tauranga again. Back over that same bridge I was talking down there. Another adventure coming up, going up that river there. Marino.